Hey everybody, we're back with more Path of Exile. We are still alive. There's something on the wing. We're not here to get this, what is it, Sun Orb? Sun Orb. We are nervously approaching our, what do you call it? Boss of this act, Solaris and Lunaris, who are big old pains in the bum. Objectively, pains in the bum. Is it V for the? Yeah. V for Vendetta. So I think we should be able to plant some of these seeds. I don't think this is going quite how I imagined. Oh, I have tier 1 seeds there. Is this the life garden? Yeah. Right? I think so. Purple, yellow, blue. Okay. Yeah, none of these are really growing how I want them to, but I think we screwed something up there. Although it looks exactly how it's supposed to look. And everything's auto pumping here. Are these full? They're filling up? Not really. This is... For some reason this is not pumping. Where the blue one's at? This is a blue one here. There's nothing there though. So I don't know. What's coming down the pipe now? Presumably that's going to go on those. I don't know. There's 60 more units of condensed life force to irrigate. So we just don't have the life force. That's really what it is. We're farming too slow at this point. We might be too early in the game. Maybe when you get later on, you wind up getting more seeds per thing, and it just goes faster. Maybe it grows faster too. I don't know. Your guys' guess is probably better than mine. Gold is rarity. That's right. $2,400. Well, I think we're going the right way.
Go with God.
We did the temple at the end of last episode. I don't know how smart that was to do, but actually, no, it turned out really good, but a little bit lost. I took a small break in between this episode and last. I tend to play these games quite a bit, like record a bunch at once now. There was a stint there where I was just doing 1 or 2 episodes per day, and then I would load it up or upload it, and it was slow and got a bit more stressful too, to be honest. Just to make sure the content was up there, and it's it's honestly it's okay if we miss a day. I hate talking about this kind of stuff. I feel like it's kind of boring, but at the same time I do like talking about it because I seem to keep talking about it. I just don't want to miss a day. Consistently upload. So recording ahead is nice too. Plus I'm really enjoying playing the games right now. Yeah, and so while I did put off recording PoE for a while, because we had a bunch of episodes recorded, I was playing a lot of Final Fantasy in between. So I'm not really like just not playing games. And I've been playing other games too. Playing a lot of games. Probably too much games, really. If that's such a thing. Orbit chance. We have to be careful here. I think we'll identify that just to make sure. Yeah. Make sure we don't explode. Good. Yeah, maybe just get a bunch more seeds. Period. What do we have? Yellow and glittering and we probably. Well, let's wait till that grows, fully grows. I don't mind waiting for it to grow. I think that's the bad part is we're not. Or well, maybe it's because we're letting these fully grow. Wow, why we're not catching up on the tier 2 seeds. To be honest with you guys, I'm okay with that for now. Then game maybe we will just pop them all at once, or as soon as something's grown and we can harvest. The gem cutters. Ooh, piece of candy. Cast on hit, yes please. Okay, so there's a mini boss up here. It's actually doing decent damage here. Way more damage than I thought he would. I don't know why we're pushing him around with our incinerate, but okay. Was not free and a little worrisome there. Turned out alright though. Traps and mines rank 1. Brilliant. Do you wanna? I do. Just bail rather than climb our way out over.
This is neither the time nor the place.
Or the place.
The sea witch whispers sweet nothings and calms the hearts of unlikely allies.
I think we probably just 86 all this. This. I do want to hang on to all these actual flasks here, so we have one of everything. Can I actually open? No. And open. We could open up our. What do you call it? League cache from the screen. Or from outside of the garden, but you can't. Which makes sense. Okay. I think we go here. And we go outside. Find a way to go outside. Is I gotta be this way? Or maybe this way? This way? We are nearing the boss, so like we may do it this episode, or the boss may be available to us this episode. I don't know if we're gonna do it though. Right away. I mean, you saw that mini boss was dipping into our HP there. Grab the coral ring. I don't know why we're skipping enemies like we got. Like one, like we're racing, and two, like we got all the XP in the world. I feel like this is the right way. Up this way. So now we have to go to the Lunaris temple, pick up the orb, moon of the orb, and then and then we can fight the boss, which I'm worried about. I think we do check and see what level we were at the last time we fought it and what our stats kind of look like. I'll pull up the video. This is kind of the nice thing. I have like a video record, which is why I really do enjoy. Part of the reason I enjoy doing the YouTube videos. There's like a history of my gaming online, an archive that's being kept by YouTube. I've tried to keep a lot of the footage on my machine, but I'll tell you what, I record so much footage I can't keep it all. I keep it for a while the series is active, and then once the series is retired, I 86 it. If I was making money off this, I'd probably pay like a company to back up the stuff, but we're clearly not making money, which is cool too. It's fine. This means I can't save archive the footage. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. I kind of feel like playing a more competitive game next. I was thinking about this morning when I got up. I was perusing Reddit, as you do. And there was an ad for... I've been getting a lot of Valorant ads lately, actually. Which, yeah, I'm not opposed to trying it. The only thing I don't like, I think they use some pretty invasive anti-cheat stuff, which, I mean, I'm all for anti-cheating. Cheating in games is just completely idiotic to me. It just doesn't make any sense, but whatever. But it's pretty invasive. What I mean to say, invasive. And I'm not really crazy about that, but especially for a game that doesn't really excite me that much. And I let Doom slide with the TheUnusualMaw stuff, which they did get rid of. But am I willing to let somebody put essentially a rootkit on my machine for a game I'm not really even interested in playing? I don't know. I want to try it, but I was kind of thinking about maybe playing Apex Legends as a competitive game we could play next. Both those games are free to play, so nothing on the line there. Or maybe the new COD. Although I'm trying to kind of avoid Activision in general. Which I'm sure is pretty much impossible at this point. Pretty much got their hands in everything, and that's I think that's kind of what we're seeing in gaming, really. And maybe that's been that way for a long time. I mean, there's a lot of independent studios you could pay for, you could buy games from. But most AAA games, I think, are within the hands of like 9 or 10 studios, is my guess, or publishers. It's whatever. I don't know. I'll have to forgive Activision at some point, but I don't know. And if you're not familiar with why I'm not crazy about Activision at the moment, I just kind of search on the web, and there's a laundry list of complaints people have about them, and I tend to agree with them. At least some of them anyway, not all of them.
The harvest is ready at last.
And I believe, guys, if we are going to actively participate in capitalism, I always get off on these weird tangents that are way too deep conversations for video games. But if we're gonna participate in capitalism and be good capitalist, as the consumer, you have to vote with your wallet for products you want to succeed and products you want to see fail. or not necessarily that you want to see fail, but ones that you disagree with. And I've noticed that there's a big pushback on a lot of the stuff where they're trying to say, well, this is like a cancel culture. And these different entities have no right to your money or your time if you disagree with them, and you should just cut it at that. And if you do enjoy the product and support it, and with your time and your money, otherwise don't. Just don't do it. There's a lot of people that hate Chick-fil-A. Well, not really hate. They love Chick-fil-A, but they hate what it stands for, and yet they'll still shop there. But be very vocal about how they dislike what they're doing. Well, if you dislike what they're doing, you should probably stop supporting them. And we're all kind of guilty of this. We all fall into these traps of where we're outraged by a certain thing, but continue to support it. It's very anti-capitalist, especially with the narrative being pushed forward that for some reason that we have to continue to support these companies that we don't agree with. Very anti-capitalist, in my opinion. So, yeah, but with your time and your money, and your words and your actions, basically is what I mean. It's like the people, and you know, that's kind of the thing. So, if those things are still profitable, then that means the market must assume that they're okay with whatever agreements other people are having with them, which is totally fine too. It's a little bit deep for this. You're supposed to go south here. Kind of farming XP, I guess. A little bit deep for video games for Path of Exile. A lot of people, you know, this is controversial, but don't necessarily like PoE because of their involvement with Tencent. But my whole thing is, as far as I know, I'm not really aware of Tencent being over. There actually being anything wrong with Tencent, and I'm sure there is. And if somebody would be willing to point that out, I'd be happy to take a look at it. But my understanding is people are upset because they're a Chinese company. But what does that really mean? Okay, they're a Chinese company, right? Shrug. Now, if they're doing things like harvesting data in such a way that's egregious, like the complaints about Huawei, which is a Chinese company, who's accused of a lot of other stuff too. IP infringencies and stuff like that. Infringencies? I don't know if that's a word or not. You guys know what I'm talking about. And okay, but as far as I know, Tencent's just a very active company in the gaming industry. One of the big players. Nothing wrong with that. And so that's where I think we're kind of in a weird state in gaming and in media in general, where if somebody gets too popular, or not really somebody, but an organization, you know, part of the capitalistic warfare is to write hit pieces about them for everything that they do. Some of the stuff is like over exaggerated to get people upset, and a lot of sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's justified. You have to be really diligent about how you vote with your capital bucks. Just be informed, and there's no wrong answer, really. It's not. It's serious, but it's not that serious, right? Although it kind of is. It depends how you look at it. As far as I'm aware, though, Tencent is just a company that happens to be based in China and is very involved in the gaming industry. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. And maybe they, I don't know. That's about as much as I know about them.
Don't let it make a mess.
And as far as I know, I don't think Tencent has anything to do with this version of the client. Could be wrong about that, but I don't think I am. Went on the wild tangents here on this episode. Physical modifier. Caster modifier. Caster modifier I feel like is for weapons. Try this. Physical modifier. Okay, we got the life. Yeah, I don't love that. Let's actually just condense the rest. I'm not crazy about what just happened there. The 10 chaos we could have ran. This looks decent here. 2 prefixes, 2 suffixes. You know, I think we're just... I don't know what we're gonna do. Well, we'll just jump out. Let's see. You have to put points in here. Minimize that. I haven't actually seen if we're still recording here. Thankfully we are. I think we've got this side pretty much done. The correct way. It's almost weird. It looks like we've almost got the whole build done. Oh, Purity of Flesh. That's what we wanted. Maximum life and chaos resistance. Okay. I feel good about that. What I don't feel good about is what we got going on in crafting here. Look at this sweet. That's sweet right there. 9 chaos resistance. Prefixes, 2 suffixes, cold and chaos. I think we 86 that. We're gonna 86 both those, actually. This looks pretty good here. Maximum mana, evasion, energy shield, stun recovery, for a lot of lightning resistance. It's only got 1 suffix, or yeah, 1 suffix. We'd have to have an exalted orb. I think I'm thinking about this correctly. Same thing with that one. 2 prefixes, 3 suffixes. But maybe run this. None of that. I think we're gonna trash the rest of this. 10 chaos. Two suffixes, 2 prefixes. 3 prefixes, 2 suffixes. Lose cold resistance. Yeah, we would lose cold resistance. I'll tell you, we're just gonna thought about it too much. In saying that, before we actually go down to fight Linares and Solaris, we're gonna get serious about this here. That our helm is terrible, isn't it? So hang on to that to craft. We're gonna get serious about gear, make sure our gear is as good as we can. And we're kind of gimping ourselves here a little bit by just rushing, but it's fine. Maybe we'll pay the price later. And maybe we won't. But we probably will. Let's be real. How do I recenter the map here? Let's put that right on top of me. I mean, that works, right? I know there's a key to do it. Now why these are orange, highlighted in orange, I don't know. Spell damage like special? Or maybe it's a certain kind of mod. I don't know. Spell damage is nice though. You don't really see implicits on chests very often. We lose a. What's happening here? We gained energy shield, and that's why it started going down drastically. "17 intellect, 17 energy shield, 49 life." Grab that, I guess. I don't know. Val Ancestral War Tree. War Chef. Do you guys remember the commercial where the guy's painting the linesman painting the football field for the Chiefs? And linesman? I don't know if that's... No, that's probably not what you call them. Whoever paints the end zones for the NFL stadiums. It's an old commercial. Snickers commercial too, I think. Sky Shrine. That's where the evil lives. But anyway, the guy comes by him on the mower. I think it's on a mower. Maybe he's doing the actual yard markers. And he's like, "That looks nice and everything. Who are the chefs?" He just didn't spell Chiefs right. And then he's going to be there a while, so he eats a Snickers. His whole day is ruined. It's a classic one. It's an older one. I love that commercial. One of my faves. I gotta be honest, Snickers did something really good with advertising at some point, because I used to hate Snickers, and then once they started making the really fun commercials, it's like one of my favorite candy bars now. Could have just been that I got older and then started to appreciate peanuts and candy. Actually, that's probably more it than the advertising. I wouldn't necessarily call it my favorite either. But you know, oddly, what's strange, and if you're a younger person, you're definitely not going to agree with me, but Mounds and Almond Joys are really good. And it's pretty controversial to say, I know. Unless you really like Almond Joys and Mounds. It's not controversial at all. There's no waypoint on this bridge.
I must have time to gather my will.
But those are two of the best candy bars. And I used to absolutely loathe those things. Yeah, nothing's better than a... I actually prefer the Mound over the Almond Joy, but Almond Joy's fine. It's got an almond in there. And I think when I was younger, I'm not even sure if I actually bit into it all the way. I probably just tried a little bit. And got a little bit of the caramel, or a little bit of the coconut, and thought it was disgusting. Which coconut is fine. Nothing wrong with a little bit of coconut. But then there's like a light layer of caramel in there. That's so good. It's like the perfect candy bar, really. And if you're young, you may disagree with me, yeah, wholeheartedly on that. But I'm telling you, when you get older, you'll be like, Almond Joys and Mounds, bro, all day. In your mind, you might be like Reese's peanut butter cups, and I hear you. I used to be right there with you. And in fact, I still love them. That was like my favorite growing up. Reese's peanut butter cups. I used to really like Rolos too. The caramel got a Rolo. It's like a little caramel ball, basically. Oh, this is a currency one. Play this really well, actually. Yeah. So if you're like into those kinds of things, I'm telling you, when you get older, you're gonna love the Almond Joys and the Mounds. It's gonna happen. Your palate changes when you get older. And like, you know, it's kind of strange. Like, it doesn't even really change. It just, yeah, I don't know what it is. Or maybe it does. Maybe I forget how those things used to taste. Tropical Island. Ketchup, catsup. I suspect you guys will be surprised if you're younger when you get older what you like and what you don't like. Is this the temple? That yeah, I guess so. Just an empty spot there. There's got to be a quest over there. That's the one we're on. I will encounter a cluster of sirens. It's strange how that works, though. Just it just changes. And for me, it didn't happen until my 30s, which I'm in my 30s now. That I started enjoying things differently. Started enjoying things that I didn't used to enjoy. Upgrade to a contains a chest full of gems. Let's do that. We're in the gem cutter's workshop. Jeweler's workshop, so I think we go up and then down to the right.
It's time. Hello.
I'd like to make this a tier 3. It's good that we got it early. I can have a good opportunity to make that happen. I still consider myself kind of a picky eater. I don't know, it's weird when you get older you just kind of let go of some of that stuff where you're like, oh, there's no way I'm eating that. And they're like, okay, well, I guess I'll eat it. And the funny thing is, yeah, I don't know what it is. Like in my 20s when I was in the service, I mean, they feed you whatever they feed you and that's what you gotta eat. And a lot of times there it was just like, well, whatever, I mean, I gotta eat. You would eat it, and we wouldn't necessarily like it, but you kind of get over the idea of, well, I'm never going to eat this. I would never eat, like, lima beans and, I don't know, whatever, but you're hungry, you'll eat whatever. I still have some restrictions on that, like I'm not going to eat a spider or anything like that. Life regen seems pretty good.
But
is this her again right here?
just in time.
There is.
Ah, there you are. Ready to revisit the past?
Increases the speed of monsters, increases the level of items dropped by 1.
And the closer we get to finding the temple in the present day.
I think we're going up here.
Let's have a look at the layout.
Up and... I'm gonna go up and to the right here.
Time to go.
I don't know. I don't know if this increases the quality all the way through the temple, or just this room. I think it's got to be through the whole entire temple. Really do need a key here. No joke. Good. We were gonna go this way.
I must have time to gather my will.
Not enough time there. There's one thing I want to get before we go fight the boss here. It's a helm. What if you ever change your affinity for cilantro, or not your affinity, but yeah, the way it tastes. You know, they say that some people it tastes like soap. Some people, they say it just tastes like... Actually, I can't even remember what they say it tastes like, because I'm one of the soap people. It tastes like soap to me. And I'm just curious if that ever changes for... to whatever the other version is. I mean, alternatively, if that were the case, you could probably go from... I don't know if you can go from one way to the other, or... Be interesting. You can go, like, from the good taste to the soap taste, but not the soap taste to the good taste. Or vice versa. Which, I say it seems weird, but actually that seems like that would be the case. You could go one way, but not the other. For whatever reason. Makes sense to me. But it being concrete also kind of makes sense. Yeah, I've only had it one time. Well, maybe twice, but one time I can remember that was in there pretty heavily. And it was disgusting, man. It just tastes like I was eating a bar of soap. Literally a bar of soap. But there were a bunch of people there that, yeah, was really enjoying it.
Just in time.
Make any sense to me?
Ah, there you are. Ready to revisit the past?
Well, it does make sense, but...
The more you kill, the more you change my map.
We're in the
And the
passageway.
closer we get to finding the temple in the present
Go
day.
down.
Here's the plan.
Down, down. Yes.
It's time.
I didn't have my hand on the keyboard there.
I must have time to gather my will.
I think whatever we wind up doing for, well, you know, it's kind of funny, really. Pee-wee. The fact that we didn't record a bunch in the beginning. Are we really not get a key here? Means we're really far behind, like. By the time this episode comes out, the expansion will be out for 3 weeks. And we're still not at the end of the race here. So it's weird. I think next season I need to look at doing something a little different. I think we're gonna go to one day per week. But I also think maybe we'll do like 5-hour episodes, maybe, or 6-hour episodes. Do like Pee-wee Fridays, and then if you're really into Pee-wee, you only have to watch one day on a Friday. We need to, or Thursday maybe. I don't know. There's a large one. Increases damage with bows. Increases attack damage by holding a shield. Not great. I think we just 86 both of those. Totem life, projectile damage. No. One mana gained on kill. 3 to energy shield? How bad is that? Just being trolled at this point. 44 to max life. So it's a combination of the monks and the sanguine. Sanguine's pretty bad. Let's just saw that.
Welcome.
Can't even be bothered. I saw that too.
I will seek you again.
Still not sure why the dialogue's so low in the game. It shouldn't be that low. The highest thing we have, yet it's quiet as a mouse. Maps. We got maps. Okay, okay. Yeah, I'm just having my doubts about our ability to beat Lunaris and Solaris right now. You know, another bad part about being ahead in the recording is if somebody like totally agreed with me and said, "Hey, you're not ready for that." I mean, that was better at the game than I am watching. I wouldn't be able to see that until it was too late. Here too. He's growing? Yeah, kinda.
I must have time to gather my will.
Okay. Probably shouldn't run into mobs while I'm drinking coffee. Probably not the best idea I've ever had. This is our prophecy here. Maybe. More sea witches. I think you just have to kill so many sea witches, and then it's like, oh, here's your prophecy complete. And again, it's not like you get an item for doing it. I do want to do it just because I want to clear it off the board. There we go.
The sea witch whispers sweet nothings and calms the hearts of unlikely allies.
Like, I'm actually kind of worried about this next boss. I don't know why. I think I'm more worried about this boss than any other boss in the game at this point. Like, I feel like the last Exile was actually kind of tough too. The next boss I don't think is so bad. I don't remember what it is, but I'm not actually worried about that one. Alright, we're going in. Going in. For some reason I thought the boss was going to be right down the stairs. The delirium here. Every time I see a delirium portal, I kind of feel like I'm home a little bit. Like, yeah, I remember you. I'm familiar with this league. So you've been playing the game the whole time. It is kind of, it's probably like, I don't know, kind of probably warms your heart a little bit every time you touch a league that you were part of. If you played them all, then it's, you know, or at that point, it's really boring. Like the newness is gone. Give me something for the pain and let me die. No, 24 decks? That's a lot of decks. We do have incursions available here.
I must have time to gather my will.
They make this zone big enough, I don't know. Attributes.
Gather them quickly.
Oh, this is interesting. I gotta be honest, I was not expecting that. What do we have? Blue seeds? Does everything pause while we're in here? I don't know. I remember reading somewhere that that's how these are supposed to work. Right? Different league mechanics. Like, if you're inside a league mechanic, the league mechanic that you were doing pauses. We may have tested that already once and realized that that was not true, but it seems to be the case right now. How's ring? Got him out of here. Stay in it? No. Be alright. Probably not, but.
Ah, there you are. Ready to revisit the past?
Add certain tempest to the
The more you change my map,
tempest to the
and the
temple.
closer we get to
We're
finding
definitely going down.
the present day. Have a look at
Right down, down.
Let's go.
Again, should never be sipping coffee when we first walk into one of these places. Keep doing it. Not the best move I've ever had. Please don't kill me. There's like a tornado on top of me there. This, we did not kill the architect yet. There we go.
Good job, Exile.
Thank you. What do I say? Just say thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I know, it looks like this episode might end right about the time. Well, no. We probably do have time to fight Lunas and Solaris. I think I'm going to put it off. I really do think we're going to save it for next episode. And it's mostly because I'm scared. I should check that. Turned out okay. Solaris Priestess, well that makes sense. Am I getting close to the bottom here? Answer is no, I'm not. We will look at our talent point here in a second. Before we go down and fight the boss, actually. Should be right up here. Doorway, anyway. Yep. Okay. What do we need now? We could see what happens here. Like if I pick this up and pull that out, it's probably not gonna let me pull it out, right? Do I have path building opening? Let's see if there's something else we can pick up. It's maybe a little safer. We have that. It almost looks like to me, looking at this build, that the last place we could even go is into here. But that's only what, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 15, 16 points. That says level 100. I mean, something just doesn't add up here. Something is broketed. Semi is 2. Makes sense. None of it makes sense. We're supposed to get Steelwood Stance? Yeah, it does say that. We're supposed to be rocking a staff and not a shield? There's no one-handed staffs, are there? Oh, well, maybe there are. Staff attack steal 12%. Okay, 10% increased stun duration with staffs on enemies. 2% chance to block attack while wielding a staff. Well, we don't have a staff, so. Can I put that in and we pull this out? Refund subtree. We have 8 refund points. No, so that's free. We just get to do that. 5 points. Beautiful. I love it. How good is that? Yeah, that's actually a pretty decent trait there too. Alright, we're going ham. He's got nothing on us. Just take it to the face, we don't mind. We're Templar, bro. Rank 3? Indian's rank 1. Okay. Now, the major questions. It's pretty bad. Increases armor due to all attributes. I think these bosses do a lot of physical damage. If I'm not mistaken. Now are we equipped to handle physical damage here? I don't know. Not impressed with that. Not really impressed with that, but sure. 18 to all attributes. 18 all attributes. No. Okay.
Greetings. There is nothing else.
Ancient foes open you.
Okay, ancient foes. Something something dark side. I feel comfortable. At the same time I have this uneasy feeling that this is the end. But rather than go after it here, let's, before we do anything, let's just take a look at that. We can craft something here, people will do it. Stuff a little bit organized. Okay, those are our rings. And what's going to give us the best roll here? 60, 59. This looks okay. Can't afford to lose resistances, I don't think. That's going to be tough to beat these rolls here. They're not really high item level either. Well, 58. 44. You would think this would be the one to replace, but we actually got some pretty good rolls on this. I don't know if we could even replace that with anything much better than that. This would actually be really good. Evasion rating and fire resistance would be high. Chaos resistance, maybe that one too. I think we dump these 3. Don't even want them. Okay. These 2 though, I like the evasion rating, I like the socket. Do I though? I mean, enchants a magic item. Okay, upgrades a normal item to a magic item. That's what we're doing. Alternatively, could just go straight to rare. Let's do this though. Okay, those are terrible rolls. Is this the level 50, 58? Okay. Yeah, terrible rolls on that, so... no, now we need to use an Orb of Alteration. Pretty bad, that. Accuracy and light radius? Oh, 40 to maximum mana. I don't want that either. No. No. Pretty bad. 22 maximum energy shield? Maybe. We'd probably be replacing this one here. You almost need some life on here for sure. Let's see what we get. Lightning resistance? I don't hate that, actually. You do need lightning resistance too, if I'm not mistaken. Nah, I mean, kinda. We're gonna need fire resistance, actually. Let's, it's a decent roll there, tier 5, tier 6. You know what? Let's go with it. 73 max life. Okay, that's really good. Again, though, this the fact that we only have 2 prefixes and 2 suffixes. It'll wind up being kind of trash, but maybe. I'll have to put fire resistance on this if we do it. I mean, it's probably just better than this one. But we need fire, we have to put fire resistance on. What else do we lose? A little bit of evasion. Some mana regeneration rate. 1920. 452. Energy shield recharge rate goes way up. Life regeneration goes down. Why is that? Oh, what mana gives us, probably. Oh man, we have 49% mana regeneration rate. Stun recovery modifiers. Okay, so all that stays the same. So I think this one's actually better. Get some chaos resistance, and we'll slap some fire resistance on there. See, here's where we want the Exalted Orb, right? I think the Exalted Orb allows us to slap something on here. Let's just double check. I don't think I'm wrong about this. Enchant a rare item with a new random modifier. Yeah. So you have to kind of get lucky to get the extra roll. Otherwise, you have to spend an Exalted. But those are pretty good traits there. And we could put. I guess we got to put fire resist on here. We don't have to, but we're going to. Man, I already sold that other one. 21 to 28. I mean, alternatively, we're kind of slightly below the. I think we fire resistance on here. We put fire resistance something else, like fire resist and strength or something. No, I think that's new. 5 to 8% to all elemental resistances. And I think no, it doesn't apply to chaos. 26. Decent roll. So now, and we're way over on the cold resistance. Can we drop cold resistance somewhere? On the chest. Let's see if we're crafting with the chest though. Actually, this is a good spot to do crafting here. 103 armor. It's not a great chest piece, actually. Armor base. This one's armor base too, though. Item level 60, item level 46. I mean, just straight up, this one's probably better. Wow, a ton of lightning resistance. Which we could drop lightning resistance from something. Probably one of these two is where I'm kind of leaning towards. Maybe this one here. It's already 5-socketed. You have to switch the sockets around a little bit. Need one more blue. And then this one's not bad either. I think we... percent additional physical damage reduction. Actually, that's not bad either, though. I think we're going to dump. I'm level 62. We're going to dump that one. And we're going to dump. Let's sell some of these here.
Hello.
I just realized we were kind of going over time here. Which is okay. Wait a minute. Sell item. Evasion rating and energy shield. How was I going to dump this one? This craft good on that.
Goodbye.
Sell that one though, the chromatic one. This one seems decent. This one I think will... we can craft on that one too. Actually, this seems decent too. We got a lot of options here. Let's get the chess piece in order here. And we'll go from there, and then we'll end the episode. 23 strength, evasion rating, cold resistance. Or unique. Okay. Well, actually, we have to go in here. Okay. Pretty good. 33 strength. 32 armor. Do I want to pull up the affix? Yeah, might as well. Armor. What kind of armor? Armor-based armor. Okay, strength and 2 armor. 2 strength, and this is a tier... I'm level 60. (33 through 37 of the Goliath). So that was top tier roll. Armor. Base item armor. This is going to be plated would be the best we could do. It's pretty low for armor actually. A real bad roll. Studded. Yeah, it's like a tier. It's only the second highest up. So it goes tier 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Unless it's an Essence of the Dread, which it's not. So there was a lot of room for improvement there. Yeah, like see, this has got 103 on it. So not crazy about that. The strength's really good though. Maximum mana. 25 strength, that's worse. Maybe okay. 72 to max life, that's good. I think we can live with that actually. 2 tier 6s, max life. Let's get max life here. Max life, there it is. 72 is a still kind of a lower roll. There's 2 above it, but yeah, virile. It's still pretty good though. And then 95 to max life. Now why did that go to 95? Oh, we got oyster, which I like. I think it's good. So it's a decent one too. The problem is we only have 2 prefixes and 1 suffix on this. Like, what can I really do with that? Not much. I think it still might be better than this though. Can't craft with anything else though because we're out of unless we just do this. Let's try this. What we want to do, and actually we forgot to do this. Should have been putting the quality on there. 29 dex, 69%. Nah, we're not running that. And we're not running that. But I think we could probably get away with that. So now the question is, out of those 3,
Prepared for the end.
Yep.
Aye.
Which one's actually better? We can't. One of these is corrupted, right? No, I guess not. So if we put this on, 200 more life, we lose about 200 shield. 3100. Oh, we get a ton more armor. But our energy shield recharge rate goes down quite a bit. Is there a reason for that? Stun block and recovery. I think that's going to be better. So we go with that. What about this? Life goes down. Armor goes up a little bit. Resistances go up. I think we stick with that. What's the big damage reflection? Armor and evasion, fire resistance. I mean, this is essentially maybe the best one. Well, no, our armor goes way down. Why does the armor go so far down? Oh, it's the lack of quality? We forgot to put quality on that. That's so stupid. 52% increased armor and evasion. How bad is this? It's a level 60. Life goes down a bunch. Armor goes down a bunch. I'm still not sure how armor goes down so much. Energy shield goes way up though. Just kidding. Estimated chance to evade attacks is 10%, which we have 0% right now. I think we go with that. And then we need to socket here, so if we can manage the socket, we'll do it. Actually, can we craft? We want at least 2 blues. Yeah, I think we can do this. So let's 25 for at least 2 blues. We don't have to have the green. I mean, in fact, we're not using it anyway, so yeah, that's fine. Oh, this is not connected now. Incinerate and controlled destruction support. We do want that socketed. Let's back up here. One more time. Are you kidding me? He gave us the same. Come on, kid. We get 20 more. We could probably hand do it. We need 2 blue in the link. Come on, game. Doing us really dirty right now. Are you kidding me? I'm pretty salty about that, actually. I mean, we have to go with this. Still think that's really good, though. Kind of sad now. The other thing we can do is we could try to roll here. A lot of energy shield. Yeah, a lot of energy shield. Max mana, fire resistance. Unblock recovery. Oh, we don't have the... Of course, can't actually... Well, you know, we could use Jeweler's Orbs to try to get more sockets on there. Yeah, that's possible. Is this the one I wanted to... Well... No, I'll tell you what. Let's, we'll sell the rest of these.
See you.
Come on. Unbelievable. So I guess here's the kicker here. How much life do we lose by putting this on? Quite a bit of life, or no life. Lose some armor. How much shield are we getting? About 200? What does that actually look like? We're losing too much physical damage reduction here, though. That's the problem. Nah, I don't think we do. I think we just go with what we got. I'm real sad now. How much longer is this episode running here? Quite a bit. We'll end it here shortly. Let's take a look at helms, because our helms are... We'd have to craft 2 red. 2 red sockets in that one and link it. But I think that's objectively a better helm. I mean, let's look at the defense stats here. Evasion rating goes up. Armor stays the same. Life goes down a little bit. Shield goes down a little bit too. We can get the life back in tune. I don't know if it's not worth it. It's gonna be too much pain in the butt to craft it here. We don't really have the mass to do it, so I think what we're gonna do here is we're gonna end the episode and I don't know why I did that. That's stupid. We'll end the episode. I'm gonna look and see if I can buy a piece of gear with one of my Chaos Orbs to help us in between episodes. And then next episode we will we'll tackle Lunaris and Solaris. Alright guys, so that's gonna do it for this one. As usual, if you like it, and subscribe. We'll see you more see you tomorrow for more Path of Exile, Hardcore, Inquisitor. Till then, take care. We'll see you next time. See you guys.